Hi. Now we're going to understand the BCG matrix. In the late 1960s and early 1970s, companies were rapidly expanding their product lines. The problem wasn't lack of ideas, it was capital allocation. Leaders didn't know where to invest, where to hold back, and where to exit. To solve this, Bruce Henderson, founder of the Boston Consulting Group, introduced a simple but powerful portfolio tool, the BCG matrix. It is a portfolio management tool that helps companies allocate capital strategically across products. The first factor is market growth rate. This tells us how fast a market is growing. The second factor is relative market share. This tells us how strong your company is compared to its competitors. Using these two factors, the BCG matrix divides products into 4 categories. Let's understand each part using Apple Company as an example. First, we have stars. Stars are products with high market share in fast-growing markets. They perform exceptionally well and bring in strong revenue. The strategy here is to keep innovating with new features and technology, invest in marketing to strengthen brand loyalty, and expand into new regions or segments to stay ahead of competitors. A great example is Apple's iPhone. The iPhone controls over 50% of the global premium smartphone market, which is growing at around 7% year over year. This combination of its high market share and strong market growth of the industry too makes it a clear star product. To use the opportunity, it continues to invest heavily in innovation and brand strength. This is why Apple launches annual iPhone upgrades with powerful chips like the A19, introduces AI-driven features through iOS 19, and strengthens its ecosystem with services such as Apple Pay, iCloud Plus, and Apple Fitness Plus. A common mistake that companies do is that they often underinvest in stars because they are already winning, allowing competitors to steal the lead. Next, we have question marks. These products have low market share, but they're in a fast-growing market. They have potential, but their success is uncertain. Because overall market growth is good, but they haven't earned good market share yet. Here, companies should analyze market trends to decide whether to invest heavily or divest. Experiment with new models or features to increase market share, and focus on differentiating from competitors. For Apple, a strong example is Vision Pro. The global AR/VR market is growing at over 20% annually, but Vision Pro currently holds less than 5% market share. High pricing and limited everyday use cases have slowed adoption, making its future unclear. With the right moves, Vision Pro could become a star, or it could fade out. Instead of heavy reinvention, Apple's smarter approach is controlled investment, introducing a lower-priced version, building a stronger app ecosystem, and creating deeper integration with iPhone and Mac. These steps help Apple test real demand before committing fully. That's the nature of question marks: high growth, high risk, and decisions that shape the future. Then we have cash cows. Cash cows have high market share in a slow-growing market. They generate steady profits and are often used to fund other products. The strategy is to maintain product quality, optimize costs, and use the profits to fund stars or promising question marks. Minor updates or complementary products can keep the market engaged. For Apple, MacBook and iPad are classic cash cows. MacBooks hold around 10 to 17% share of the global PC market, which grows at only 1 to 2% annually. iPads dominate the tablet market with 30 to 40% market share, but the tablet category itself grows slowly. Even with limited market growth, both products deliver consistent profits year after year. Apple keeps them profitable through smart maintenance, introducing upgrades like M-series chips, enhancements such as Apple Pencil Pro, and strong use cases in education and professional workflows. These are not risky bets. They are dependable profit engines that quietly fund Apple's next wave of innovation. Finally, we have dogs. Dogs are products with low market share in a slow or declining market. They rarely bring profit and have limited future potential. Here, companies should consider divesting or phasing out the product, explore niche markets if there's a loyal customer base, and avoid further heavy investment unless it supports a broader strategy. For Apple, a good example is the iPod. Once revolutionary, the iPod lost relevance as smartphones replaced standalone music players. Apple made the right call by discontinuing the iPod and redirecting resources toward high-growth areas like the iPhone and services, which now contribute over 80% of the company's profits. Sometimes companies keep on holding onto dogs for too long, which can eat up their resources. So sometimes letting go is very crucial. So, think of the BCG matrix like running a farm. Stars are like fast-growing, promising crops. They need care and investment. They grow quickly and have a bright future. Cash cows are like milk-giving cows. They give steady income with very little effort. Question marks are like new seeds. Some may grow into healthy crops and some may fail. You're never sure. Dogs are like crops that don't grow anymore. They take space and effort but give very little in return. So, just like a farmer decides where to invest time and resources, companies use the BCG matrix to decide what to grow, what to maintain, and what to let go. So, the BCG matrix helps companies like Apple decide where to invest, grow, or cut back, ensuring their portfolio stays profitable and future-ready. Now, there are some criticisms. Relative market growth doesn't necessarily mean high profitability. A company can have a high market share but still loss-making. Example, Uber, WeWork. So you can tweak your relative market growth axis. This is the template you can use. First, segregate the products. Remember, sometimes products don't sit perfectly in one box. A product might be a cow in the US, but a question mark in Germany. Solution: segment your matrix by region or customer type, and you can accordingly invest your capital. Thank you.